This is a map of Italy in 1440, and this strip right here belonged to nobody. Not a kingdom, not a colony, no king, no pope, no tax collector. About 1 square mile of Europe that 2 surveyors accidentally forgot to give to anyone. The people living there noticed. And then they kept quiet about it for 385 years. No army, no laws, no prison, no government building of any kind. Their entire legal system was 4 old men and a priest. What they did have was tobacco and 2 very annoyed neighbors. Oh, and this is Nico. Nico is handling the tobacco. Nico, wait! He is not being paid, he is being invested in. To understand the accident, you first need a broke pope. In 1440, Pope Eugene IV was fighting a war, fighting a rival council, and losing to both. He was also deep in debt to a bank, the Medici Bank, which is how every single story in Renaissance Italy begins. So the Pope paid the bank the way broke people always pay, with land he had lying around. A stretch of country near San Sepolcro went to Florence. Both sides send surveyors to draw the new border. The instructions were simple: follow the river. There was one small problem. There were 2 rivers. Both of them were called Rio. The papal surveyor picked one, the Florentine surveyor picked the other. Neither of them checked with the other one, which left a strip of land about a mile across, with one village on it, sitting between 2 borders. On paper, it belonged to nobody at all. Now here is where it gets good. Somebody in that village actually read the treaty. And he worked out that if their land was not in the Papal States and not in Florence, then nobody could tax them, nobody could draft them, and nobody could arrest them. So they declared independence. Sort of. They did not write a constitution, they did not elect anyone. They did not build a courthouse, a prison, a palace, or a single government office. The entire government was the oldest men in the village talk it over and the priest gives his opinion. They carved their national motto onto the church wall: perpetual and firm liberty. 4 words. Still cheaper than a government. Nico, do not get ideas. And the 2 superpowers on either side, they looked at the map, they looked at the mistake, and they realized that fixing it meant admitting it. So they did nothing. Cospaia stayed free because paperwork is embarrassing. For 100 years, the free country was a free country of farmers. Then a plant arrived from the Americas, tobacco. Europe loved it instantly. The church did not. Tobacco got taxed, restricted, monopolized, and in places banned outright. And guess which square mile of Italy was not subject to papal law? Cospaia planted tobacco. Then they planted more tobacco. Then they started buying other people's tobacco and quietly moving it into 2 states that had just made it expensive. A village of about 100 farmers turned into the customs loophole of central Italy. They had no army, no navy, and no laws, and they were out-earning the neighbors by selling the one thing the neighbors had banned. By the way, the like button is free. Which, in this episode, makes it a Cospaian product. And this lasted for centuries? That is the part I cannot get over. Popes came and went, wars came and went, Napoleon came and went, and personally redrew almost every border in Europe. That little strip just kept selling tax-free tobacco in every direction. 100 people became more than 1,000. But every single year, the neighbors lost a little more money. And in 1826, a pope finally sat down and did the arithmetic. There was no invasion, no siege, nobody died. On the 26th of June, 14 heads of families signed a piece of paper, and the most successful accident in European history stopped existing. Each of them was handed a small silver coin. They were allowed to keep growing tobacco, a limited amount, and now taxed. And here is the part that stays with me. Cospaia was created by a document and killed by a document. In between, it did something none of the empires around it managed. It left people alone for 385 years, and nothing bad happened. The village is still there.
The motto is still on the church wall, and the boundary stones are still standing, marking the edge of a country that was never supposed to exist. Nico, put the tobacco back. Nico, that is taxable now. Nico. History, everyone. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe.
It genuinely helps. Nico, tell them. Nico? He is still holding the crate. He has been holding it for 400 years. Fine, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will let him declare independence. He will immediately start a war over a bucket. We have seen it happen. Like, subscribe. Good night, Nico.